Alright, hello there. This is a video containing all of the stuff that I will be purchasing for the computer build I will be doing for the next 3 months. Um, all of these parts will be purchased through Newegg. These are kind of like the main parts I will be doing. Other parts probably will get on Amazon or Newegg. So basically this is just main stuff right here. We're going to start out with the case, and we're going with the Apevia X Jupiter JR S-Type metallic gray ATX mid-tower computer case. And long title, short. It's got like a nice little LCD panel right in the front right there. You can see it's got a huge 250 millimeter LED fan on the side. It's USB audio, so yeah, it's kind of just your standard aftermarket case. It's kind of nice. Actually, I think it's really nice. For the motherboard, we will be going with the BioStar H61 MG6 LGA 115 Micro ATX, and basically micro just means that it's a smaller board than normal. This is kind of like an all-in-one board. I like to think of it because it's got video output, and it's got USB, basic USB, nothing fancy. It's kind of just your standard motherboard. It's $54.99 on Newegg, and it's got the LGA 1155 socket, and I kind of like that because you got your modern-day chips, so I can get the i3, the i5, or the i7, but I won't be going with that. So yeah, it's got all that stuff. For the graphics card, I'll be going with the MSI GeForce 210 1GB DDR3. I chose this one because it's got the HDMI output, which I like, and it's got the little fan for the cooler. And I don't like the fanless ones because I don't really care about noise, and I like to have my stuff cool. So it's just your little fan right there. It's pretty nice. Just some different looks at it. It's got the HDMI, VGA, and the D-sub output, and that's another look from the side. And it's the PCI Express. And on the motherboard, it just has one of those slots. And for the power supply, we're going to be going with the Raid Max Hybrid. It's called a hybrid because it's like modular, I believe. And it's a 530 watt power supply. I like this one because I heard it's like the best quality power supply out there, and it's modular, so it's the cable management is quite bueno. It's good for all you non-Spanish people. And for the processor, we won't be going with the i3 or i5 or i7 because frankly I don't really want to spend that much money, and I don't really need a freaking powerhouse processor because I'm not going to be doing hardcore gaming, just the occasional Minecraft stuff. We're going to be going with the Intel Celeron G540 Sandy Bridge 2.5 gigahertz with HD graphics, and I won't be using that. I'll have that graphics card, and so I chose this one because it's nice and cheap. It's got 2.5 gigahertz as compared to the i3. It's just at 2.2. So if anyone can explain to me why, if the i3 I have right now is faster than this, I don't really know what the gigahertz. I just know it's like the speed. So it's got the LGA 1155. I don't want to improve my performance. So yeah, it's just a dual core. Pretty nice, standard, cheap. Comes with the fan. I won't be using an aftermarket fan because, frankly, I won't be doing overclocking jazz like that. So for the memory, we're going to go with one stick of Corsair 4GB DDR3 RAM. And we're just gonna go with one stick of this because this is kind of just a budget build, and it's an upgradable one. So I just go with one stick right now, so later I can add on to another stick when need be. And so yeah, the case latency is 9. So yeah, it's kind of just your little standard normal mother stick or memory stick. Nothing really fancy about it. And for the monitor, we're going with the Acer 20-inch 5 millisecond LED backlight LCD. This is just your basic cheap monitor, budget monitor. So it's probably the cheapest one I could find, and I like Acer because I'm looking for something that doesn't have a lot of input lag, and plan on playing my Xbox on it too. So yep. And some other stuff I'm thinking about getting is maybe a graphics, well, not a graphics card, but a video capture card on it, so I can capture the gameplay without using a program like Bandicam. And what else is there? There's, I don't know, maybe a wireless PCI card. Just, I don't know, stuff you can add onto these little 2 PCI slots. Let me pull this. There we go. So basically this is like the motherboard kind of area. Let me switch to the pictures here. So yeah, it's kind of just your standard one. It's got dual channel memory, but I'll only be using one. It's got SATA power connectors, and the other problem is I don't have a hard drive or the CD drive because I've already got one. This is going to be like a salvage kind of thing. But the problem is I think it's like the IDE connection, so I think I might have to buy an adapter for that. I'm not quite sure. I've only opened that computer up a couple times, so we'll find out here. And if you want to see more of the build, I will be doing unboxings of this. So go ahead, tune in if you want to see those later. Go ahead, and check out my channel. I will never ask you for the S word or the L word. Subscribe and like, because I'm not about that. You know, if you like it, you'll like it. If you want to subscribe, then subscribe. But I'm not gonna ask you to do so. So yeah, this is all the parts. We'll look through one more time. The Apivia mid tower, BioStar ATX motherboard, MSI graphics card, RAID Max power supply, Celeron processor, Corsair, and Acer monitor. And this is Checkmate, and I won.